Thanks for tuning in to Gold Hill Coin. Coming into the coin shop today are Japanese paper money from the 1870s, 1873 to be exact. This is the old National Bank. This was some of the first banknotes of the modern Meiji era. These were created by the Continental Bank Note Company in New York City. So when you take a look at these notes, they do look somewhat like American notes. This series had a 20 yen, a 10 yen, a 5 yen, and a 2 and a 1 yen. These notes came out in 1873, and they were well used. The next issue of paper money didn't come out until 1878. This series in 1873 are only surviving in grades that are very fine or worse. The 20 yen is almost impossible to get a hold of. The 10s and the 5 yens are fairly expensive. What we have here today is here's the 1 yen with samurai there in a boat. And on the back we have the war scene. On the 2 yen, which is a very rare note, the 1 yen is more common to encounter. We got the samurai there as well. And on the back we have what appears to be the Imperial Palace. These were made, of course, by the U.S. company. The next notes made in Japan in 1878 are made by the Japanese. And you'll see they look more like Japanese notes rather than this side here, which look more like American notes, which of course they were printed and made in New York. One interesting feature of these notes is at the bottom you'll see there's a stamp. And there's a stamp, that's the 2 yen, and you can see a 1 yen there. This was one of their counterfeit detection methods. This stamp was actually round, and there was a book. And they put this note on the book, and somebody would stamp that. And then each note had a unique amount on the note, and it corresponded in a book. So you could come and match a note and match up this note with its corresponding serial number and stamp in the book to know if it was counterfeit or not, which is very interesting. You can see those books in the Coin Museum in Tokyo, where they list all the half stamps for all the different notes. Thousands and thousands were made, and the book has just got thousands of stamps in it. So while this 2 yen note, this 1 yen note, while this 2 yen note is graded very fine 20, it's one of the finer remaining notes. This one is from Tokyo. They did have other issues. This one's for Okayama. This is probably the hardest series to collect in the Japanese notes. The 20 yen is nearly impossible to get a hold of, but these are just beautiful examples of the 1 and the 2. Thanks for tuning in, and see us at goldhillcoin.com. Thank you.